especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Back to pass, it's Levin. Coming out aggressively. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. The screen, he's got wheels, and he'll be brought down.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got great speed. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The run inside. It's Haynes. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tigers!
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Hard running there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of years. You've seen some high moments, Palmer, but like they need to get this run game going. They brought in a bunch of offensive linemen in the portal, and especially a big boy over there at left tackle. Interested to see if they can get that run game going.
And they should be able to get it going, too, at LSU, because when you think about Lane Kiffin's offenses back at Ole Miss, I know everybody talks about them.
And he's still running after the move. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust. And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got...
Makes the grab in their space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers will hustle to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Running inside, it's Durham. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, here's Yurrrr. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync. Find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And they're not on the same page there.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tigers. Took it all the way back to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, And not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That 14-point lead is gone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The short hands, it's Harris. Taking it the other way. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown LSU! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Reynolds. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. And, guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
And the offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Yurrrr. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. LSU quick to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Still on his feet at the 35. He's now up to 52 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watkins. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
It's a new era in Baton Rouge, obviously. Lane Kiffin is the head coach. Garrett Nussmeier gone. Sam Levitt comes in from the portal in ASU. And, David, I mean, does anybody not expect this offense to score 50 points a game, throw it up and down the field? I mean, you've got the match made in heaven, it seems like, between the play caller and the quarterback. This thing should be lights out, I think.
And Lane Kiffin always did.
Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, make it a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. His drive will open from the 15. The handoff to Johnson. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early go. The first period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Clemson will send the punt team out. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Lost to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete out left to Wilson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the tight end. He's down right there. He has plenty to pick up the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
LSU right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. He's now up to 77 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They'll run it. It's Yurrrr. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it with Yurrrr. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Throwing right. Nice defensive play to get it. in there and knock it away.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. Johnson will boot it away to get this one started. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Eagles offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position.
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here comes the offense on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hollins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's held. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Eagles moving quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Pulls it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Using his feet. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The offense will now get its first chance with the football. This coaching staff, really this entire offense, licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup. Offense in a split backfield. The run inside. It's Johnson. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They'll give it to Johnson. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Reynolds. Escapes the pressure going right. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Got it looking for a first. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to...
Makes the grab and room to run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in.
Clemson Memorial Stadium. A high-caliber, high-noon show. Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Eagles' offense will be first on the attack. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tigers' offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. The coaching staff imploring him to go after this guy. Rides the option, he keeps it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He can't haul it in, incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Johnson looking to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. picked up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Haynes. Knocked down at the 47, it's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Fires left. Makes a connection. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from... And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Hollins. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got his man. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. That 4th down penalty feels as if it is really going to be costly, but we're about to find out now. It's 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, on the Eagles sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's got it. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Tiger. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
Fielded in the end zone. And the ball is loose on the return. Kicking team's got it. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble. Right away the quarterback throws him the football. Don't worry about it. I got you. We need you to win this game. And that's going to help this receiver's confidence and his mojo moving forward. Really good job there by the QB.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Hollins. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Eagles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier. They did it right there.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. It's complete to the left. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. They're dealing with a second and long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Bradshaw. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Under fire. It's incomplete. Trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Johnson looking to throw. Pressure coming. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. from the red zone, looking for a receiver. The throw to the outside is complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Makes the catch. Reads the tackle, and he's got room. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer. And there he goes. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bradshaw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Johnson wants to throw it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the deep. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, the inside give. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. The run inside. It's Gibbs. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Hollins. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen.
They run him down as he was trying to buy a little extra time, and the defense wouldn't have it. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Goes to the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense has it. They're on the move. Scoop and scored. Touchdown.
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf. The big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Dumps it off in the flats. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Clemson is quick to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, the power run here. There's some room, and they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that's the danger on 3rd and short as a defense, right? You line all those bodies up close to the line of scrimmage. If you let the running back into the second level, you know it's going to be a big one. And nice effort that time by the safety, making a touchdown-saving tackle.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play-action fake. Here's a heat. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Wide receiver going in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Dallas. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Gibbs. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on him. Hey, if they can stop him on 3rd down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. It's Gibbs. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it to the back. Oh, he's got enough space. Touchdown, Eagles. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the 1st quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the 2nd. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Off play action. Moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. And the Welcome to Road to Glory. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your legendary college career. Before you get started, you can customize your experience to your liking in the settings. This is also where you can import team builder teams for both high school and college. If you'd like, you can build out custom conferences so the college football landscape looks the way you want it to. Next, it's time to pick your position. We've added 3 new positions this year: tight end, edge, and safety. So you have more ways to play the way you want. Next, you'll set your player's skills on the field. But first, you need to make your choice. Do you want to build your player's abilities from scratch? The first step in building your player is setting their physique. As you adjust your height, weight, and body, choose the legend that you'd like to model your player after. Your player's height, weight, and physique will be based on the legend you choose. On the right side of the screen, you will see the max potential for each attribute. Once you set your template, you'll have the chance to reallocate the points and customize your player. Here, you can adjust your player's max potential by editing the template allocation of points. This will determine how high you can progress each attribute during your career. Your player's archetype and potential physical abilities will be determined based on your allocation of points in these skills. You'll have the chance to raise these attributes further by earning up to 25 cap breakers. These are awarded for accomplishing milestones like winning awards, setting records, or winning championships. Welcome to National Signing Day. Your choice of school is important, so pay attention to your position on the depth chart and find the program where you think you'll be the best fit. If you didn't get a scholarship to your dream university, you can always try your luck as a walk-on at any school. And if you ever need a change of scenery down the line, the transfer portal is always an option for you as well. Welcome to college. Now it's time to start your career. Your choices, weekly actions, and on-field performance will impact your journey through college, so be mindful. Make sure you manage your responsibilities as a student-athlete by spending energy to stay eligible, in shape, and on your coach's good side.
Let's go! Set! Flag 14! Flag 14! Straight on the end! Blue idiot!
with yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent. Does a portal help level this out a little bit? The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. individual 6-second battles every play, time after sitting beneath Tightwad Hill. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games.